Hey YouTube, what is going on? I am back for week number 36 of the Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS Daily Pictures, brought to us by Sakurai himself. Now, one thing I do want to mention quick, in 1 week and 1 day, Super Smash Bros. Will be released for the 3DS in Japan, which is going to be great though, for those in Japan, I guess, and those in America who have a 3DS from Japan. Point is, we're going to get great bits of information within the weeks to come, and I cannot wait, and I'm sure neither can you. So, in the meantime, though, let's just jump right into this week's daily pictures, and yeah, so, first one here, we have got Shulk, and it says, the legendary hero Riki appears as an assist trophy and in Shulk's final smash. As an assist trophy, he uses many arts like Happy Happy, Freeze-Innate, and Yoink. He sounds a bit like Tingle, but don't worry, Tingle will make an appearance too. By the way, a cursor will appear above assist trophies in Pokemon to indicate which fighter is its ally. Now you can tell right off the bat who it belongs to. Now the main thing to take from this, of course, I believe it's pronounced Riki. If it's not, I'm probably, whatever, I know I'm probably wrong. Point is, the biggest thing here to point out though is the fact that yes, now with assist trophies in Pokemon, you'll know whose is whose, which is awesome. Because sometimes you would throw out a Pokeball or someone would and you're like, oh, in a free-for-all, whose is that? Is that mine? Is that... you wouldn't know, but now it's going to be very easy to just glance and know whose it is to avoid or to hit, whatever it may be. So, very, very cool. So, next up, we have got a 3DS picture, and Sakurai says, this time you can challenge every fighter in All-Star mode from the moment you turn on the game. This is a survival battle with limited recovery items and no option to continue. However, this mode will be incomplete until you've unlocked every fighter. Until then, you can only play against characters that are already available. This is a picture of the bottom screen menu with a padlock indicating that the mode is still incomplete. So, the padlock telling you, okay, you haven't unlocked every character. So, knowing that is kind of cool, because if you've got like 30 plus characters, you're like, well, who do I not have? I think I've got everyone. No, you don't. That'll tell you right there. So, just a small thing right there. Very cool. But, the bigger thing about this is that from the get-go, you can fight every fighter in All-Star mode, which is awesome. But even more importantly, if you see the dates down below, that's what this next picture is about. Sakurai says, in these battles, multiple opponents appear in one stage, and you clear the battle by defeating a number of them. The rest area that appears between battles displays the next opponents and the year the characters made their first appearances, and it also holds recovery items and an occasional reward. The characters you fight against appear pretty much in chronological order. Behold, the history of Nintendo games. This is very, very cool, in my opinion, because seeing All-Stars from the get-go, that's awesome. But even better is seeing the years that they were available and seeing how old these characters really are, and just understanding the timeline of all these characters. They weren't all created 2 days ago. It really baffles my mind seeing that Kirby, a character that I've pretty much known my whole life, that everyone knows, same with Mario, is all the way back from 1991 or 1993, somewhere in there, and even Mario from 1981, I believe. So that's cool in itself, seeing all these characters from way back when. But looking forward to All-Star mode as usual. So next up, this is probably going to be my favorite picture of the week, or should I say pictures, because there are two going along with this. But first one says, until now you were only able to choose from 4 or sometimes 5 or 6 colors for each character. This time though, all characters have 8 colors to choose from. The first 4 color schemes for Samus are based off her Varia suit, Fusion suit, Gravity suit from Super Metroid, and the Dark suit. So, very awesome knowing that every character is going to have 8 costumes, because it was unfortunate looking back at Brawl, where Sonic had, I believe, 5, maybe 6 costumes, while Wario had an alternate one and essentially gave him 12 different costumes, which I feel that's unfair, especially if you're a Sonic fan. So yeah, but very cool. Next up though, this picture is very related, and he says, and here, she is in the color schemes of the Gravity suit for Metroid Prime, Green Samus, a regular in the Smash series, the Light suit, and Dark Samus, a total of 8 colors. Of course, we already knew about the Gravity suit for Metroid Prime and Green Samus, those were guarantees. Light suit Samus, we have already gotten confirmed, still looks amazing. And Dark Samus is now confirmed as a playable costume for Samus, which is awesome. I'm really looking forward to using, I know I'm going to use the light suit Dark Samus the most because I think they just look awesome, awesome, awesome. So, I can't even say that enough. But knowing that every character is going to have multiple, costumes to pick from, I'm really happy about that, because if you look at games, or mods rather, like Project M, where in 3.5, the new update that's going to be coming out soon-ish, I don't quite know, they're adding a ton of different costumes for Donkey Kong, for Sonic, just all these different characters, and Sakurai, taking a little bit of a note from that, I'm feeling, is putting effort in as well to make sure that you have many different options to play as a certain costume that you like. So, awesome news, I'm super happy about that. But even more about costumes, Sakurai says, you can choose between 4 male and 4 female villagers to play with. The designs for their faces and clothes are different. And here are the 4 villagers we haven't shown you yet. Now, there's really not much to say here. Of course, new villager costumes are confirmed, one being, I believe, an older villager, one being a kid with his hair spiked up, and then 2 female villagers. Of course, you can play as a male or a female, and they each have 4 different costumes, which is great. But the biggest thing I feel to pull out of this picture is the female on the far left, and she is dressed just like Ness. Now, of course, Ness, being a regular in the Smash series, did come first in Smash 64, and seeing a character like the villager dressed up just like Ness gives me a little bit of a hint. Maybe Ness is going to be announced soon, and if he's not, there will be riots in the street. So next up, we've got another 3DS picture talking about Smash Run. Sakurai says, here's one of the final battles in Smash Run called Run. As you'd expect, it involves you dashing toward the finish line. In general, the fighters who are fast by default, equipped with speed boosting equipment, and powered up with speed boosts over the course of that Smash Run will have the advantage. However, speed isn't the only factor that will determine who will be victorious. And at the bottom you see Yoshi, Pac-Man, Samus, I believe, and Charizard. So he says, who will be the victorious, ... Those red things in the pictures are called danger zones, and if you touch one, you'll get penalized by respawning farther back in the stage. The danger zones disappear after someone else touches them, so fighters following those in the lead will have an advantage. You can still find speed boosts throughout the stage, so it'll be a heated battle till the end. So, if you've got a quicker character like Yoshi going up a slower character like maybe Bowser, or even Zelda, who doesn't have that fast of a running speed, you're thinking, oh, I'm not going to win. But at the same time, if they're leading, they really won't know what they're going to have lying ahead of them. So if they're going super fast and they run into one of these, that's your chance to just get right in front of them. So very cool little minigame. And one also building off almost the same thing, just making it more vertically based. Sakurai says, here's another final battle called Climb. Obviously those that can jump high, jump or fly higher will have the advantage, but they also have to avoid the danger zones. It gets pretty challenging if you've boosted your speed too much as well. Everyone really gets into this when playing multiplayer. So this is, once again, similar to Run. It's just Climb, so now it's vertically, you're jumping and doing whatever else. But of course there's still danger zones, just another little mini game for the Smash Run iteration in this game. So very cool. Not too much to say about this, but characters like Kirby and Jigglypuff, who has to come back once again, another character from Smash 64, I'm sure we'll have a fun time on this stage, but we'll also have to be careful if they're in the first or second place spot. So yeah, really cool. Next up, we've got some menu pictures for the 3DS, and this reveals a little bit of information. And Sakurai says, so what is this games and more option in the menu? I assume that some people may use this mode the most. So, just a little picture at the bottom where it says solo and group games, plus training, custom fighters, the vault, and more. So, when you click on this option, Sakurai says, there are plenty of modes to choose from. There's the options button too. So we've already had solo, and there will be a picture following if you click on that in the next one. But then there's group, and I'm assuming group is just going to be a way to go to a standard free-for-all or 1v1, whatever it may be, quicker or slower than just clicking smash from the main menu. So either way, not too much to say about this. There's the solo, and then we already knew about customization, the vault, which will hold many trophies, challenges, and whatnot for you to unlock, and then the options menu. Now that's very cool to me because I already know that you can already put your name, hovering over your head to tell others who you are. But the biggest thing is, when you do that, you can still customize your controls. If I want to, for whatever reason, select Y on my 3DS and make that the grab button, I could do that. And they give you that option now, which is awesome. So really looking forward to being able to do that as well. And of course, at the bottom, we see the classic mode picture, followed by some mini games from like Multi-Man Smash, and yeah. But when clicking on solo mode, Sakurai has this picture, and he says, in the stadium, you can find the home run contest, various Multi-Man Smash challenges, and Target Blast. So we already knew about classic mode, having the multiple routes that you can take to take on various opponents and challenges, and then All-Star mode, which we now know is confirmed from the time that you open up the game, which is great. And then the stadium challenges, as always, are going to be back with a home run contest and now the new Target Blast. But yeah, that's going to be the video though, guys. That is the final picture for week number 36. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm super excited about those costumes for all the characters to be able to pick from. Looks very promising and very fun. So once again, that's the video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please smack that like button, leave a comment down below, join the discussion, let me know what you think about all of these pictures, what you like the most, and yeah. So once again, thank you all for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you all later.